Hey, what's up, guys? This is going to be a new segment called Ask Kale. It's going to be the first of a new segment that we're launching here where you guys ask me questions about faith, about God, about advice, about anything, and I give you a quick, short, and simple answer. Straight to the point. Let's get to it. Leji asks, being in the music industry, how were you able to keep a strong bond with Christ? So Leji, sorry if I'm butchering your name. To be honest, for most of my career in the music industry, I didn't really know Christ. I grew up agnostic. I grew up more or less, my mom raised me without really even understanding. I had an understanding. She raised me like with some of the more just like good values of the Bible, like, oh, just be a good person. Don't do bad to people. Don't treat people like trash. You know, my mom actually raised me really well. Despite not having a faith connection. I'm actually really new to faith. I actually came to God and to the Lord around 2021, after 2020 was very tumultuous for me, and after years and years of a lot of really bad turmoil and just like bad stuff happening in my life, honestly, and me not really knowing the answer or why it was happening. And it took all of that to really bring me back to God and to understand what was going on with God. So, or what was going on with me that God wanted me to see, you know? So it was almost like God was watching out for me the whole time, but I wasn't necessarily aware of it. So if you want the real answer, the answer is that when I was really deeply more in the industry, I wasn't really following God. And I'm sorry, a lot of people don't want to hear that answer, but that's the truth. The truth is that it's like oil and water. You know, I'm not saying that there aren't people who are in the industry who aren't good people. I think good people exist everywhere. But I'm going to say that it's really hard to uphold your morals in a place that is surrounded. It's almost like wanting to be clean and then you got to walk through a sea of mud. You know what I'm saying? Like it might be possible, but it's really close to not being possible or really hard to not do, you know? So I tell people that, like, if you want to be somebody who glorifies God the right way and not to be mad famous, you like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's, the industry's not the right place for you, to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, maybe you can get money out. I'm not trying to tell people not to do it. You can get money and stuff. But yeah, if you really want to glorify God properly, then stay away from the industry altogether. Stay away from it. Or do like a 10-foot pole thing with dealing with it, because a lot of the people who deal with the industry, they glorify and exemplify a lot of the values that are just not really that good value. Selfishness and just straight up, a lot of these people are really demonic, to be honest. A lot of these people are demonic. So yeah, you know, that's my answer to it. Stay away. If you want to, and I still think you can do it. Like, I haven't given up what I've got going on, you know what I'm saying? Like, but there's just certain things I had to compromise, people I had to fall back from, things I had to like retract from as I got stronger in the faith. The more I got stronger in the faith, the more I retracted from the industry. Just to put it plainly. Somebody else asked me something like that too before. So, all right, let's get to the next question. 80735 asks, how do you approach your music as a way of glorifying God from a production point of view? Or do you just let the lyrical content handle that? ? I'm trying to figure it out myself. So personally, 80735 _ I typically usually let the lyrics speak for me. You know what I'm saying? I haven't dropped anything yet, but I have some stuff upcoming that is going to be very like closely my perspective and just me speaking and just showing love to God for how much God's done for me and how much God has changed my life. So, you know, lots of times I'd say that it's a lot easier for you to speak and say what you want to say, speaking wise, to glorify God than it is to show music. But it's not to deter you away from, you know, doing something musically based, because I still think that, you know, even if you can't, you're not speaking, if your heart is filled with joy for God, when you make a song and you dedicate that song, even if you don't say it, you don't have to even say it to God. God will know. God is all knowing and omnipotent. So like, he just knows your heart and he knows where your heart lies. So if you sit here and you're like, oh, I'm gonna make this beat for God, God's going to know you made that beat for him. You know what I'm saying? Because he's God. You know, he knows. Like, and he always sees your heart. So he will give you points just because in your heart you literally want to make that beat for God, and you made it, you put it out. And if you made it known, like, hey, this is me showing love to the Most High, and that's what the inspiration was behind the track, etc. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I don't think that God would not see that. Now, if you're trying to go more the avenue of letting people know about God, then definitely it's a lot harder to do that unless you like go out of the way to say, hey, like, this was the premise behind or the inspiration behind this track, right? If it's not that, then you probably have to do something along the lines of like just being vocal, rapping on songs, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm a producer. I'm a rapper. I'm a rapper out here. People be trying to like, put you in a box, man. Don't let people put you in a box. Glorify God. Show him love like he shows you love. He loves all of us. So yeah, I hope that helps. See you guys next time.